Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler with me, Amy37. So our last flight, we were in the 727 for our first flight, and we went over to Moline. And so now we've got this flight set up for us. We're going to go Moline to Des Moines, Iowa. It's only 142 miles, and I'll split it up. We'll actually, I'll film going there, and won't film coming back, and then I'll film going there again for just one episode. I figure it'll be too quick to really want to split up into two episodes. Although I might. Who the hell knows? I don't know what's going on. All right, but it's going to take two trips, almost two full trips. So let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up. Fly it myself. No reason to get. I don't know if I can't just load a little bit, can I? Jeez, that really sucks. I hate to take the full 89. See, it won't let me just unload a little bit, will it? See, I can incrementally do it with fuel, but they won't let me do it this way. Daggone it, that really is a bunch of BS. Let me see if I can do this. Can I load you and then unload this so I don't want to be completely full, you know? The unload, I want to try and take half and half. That'll be good enough. Alright, so it should be good. So go ahead and fly. Yes, there's cargo, so know that. Day flight, so let's move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody, I think I've got the engine started. I've been messing around. We don't have any fuel in the center tank, and these two valves were closed. I've been trying like crazy to try and get this thing to work. I simply opened the valve, I turned off the pumps, and now it seems to be working. All three. It worked at first and then it shut down, but now that I turned the pumps off, they seem to be working. Apparently you have to have this open, because I closed that. So another thing I did, I used the APU. We put that on Gen 1. Put that on... I can't remember if it's Gen 1 or bus tie. I'll go Gen 1. Here's the APU right here. Because I haven't shown that yet. So we'll turn that off. Now that apparently everything is working. Nose gear door, landing gear doors. Alright, all that seems to be fine. Oh. I was looking right here. I turned these two down. That is why we were hearing the beeping. I think that was how we turn it off right there. Well, let me make sure I've got this correct. 116.20 is IOW, and DSM is 117.50. We're taking off on runway 27 at a heading of 275. Alright. Let's get our pushback. Parking brake off. Let's see here. Alright, our lights are on. Actually, I started to record this while I was talking, and then I realized we couldn't get the engine started, so I just kind of act like I wasn't talking to you before. I couldn't get the engines running. They started up the first time, and ran for a second, and they all shut off, and then I've been able to get like one started, and then they wouldn't shut off, and I was opening up valves and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what the hell that is. Hopefully that's okay. If those are lit. Engine detection system. Secondary main landing gear, whatever that is, buddy. Apparently, for some reason, turning these off made it start with the valve open. It doesn't make sense to me. But I also don't know aircraft like that. Are we gonna turn, I wonder? Well, yeah, she's turning alright. Turning late. Yeah, thanks for that. Let's go ahead and stop our pushback. Yeah, they pushed us onto the grass. That's always nice. Set the altimeter, there we go. Let's go find our runway 27. So there's 2 runways over here. There's actually like 3 runways. I was kind of surprised. And I think only like one of them is actually long enough for our planes. We're kind of lucky on that. Okay, this is the runway that we crossed. That's us right over there. Gotta be us right over there. Because we did have to taxi across a runway. I think we can go up here and taxi across and around to ours. So we'll try it that way. Hopefully that works. Should. I see no reason why it wouldn't. I'm kind of thinking about our altitude, 142 miles. I was thinking, do we go 10,000 feet, 15,000 feet? Kind of worried. I don't want to get too high. Let's see, can we cross right here? Probably not. But we'll give her a try. Yeah, I don't know why fuel systems give me such a hard time. They're not that hard, but I remember I had a heck of a time with the 707. I don't know why fuel systems trip me up. It just really makes no sense that when the valve was open and the pumps were on, it wouldn't work, but when I turned the pumps off, it did work. I don't know. That baffles me. And on our approach, we're actually going to go fly, because of the wind. I could have just flown in, easier, but we're actually going to go just past the airport to the runways and fly more into the wind. I think there's like 3 runways that are all like the same length. Oh, this is kind of a weird runway. Because I guess we're going to go up and past, just so we can use all the runway. I don't know how much runway we're going to need. 3 notches of flaps here. But I see no reason to not use every inch of the runway. So we'll just blaze our own path through here, huh? I don't want to be on the ground too long. Although, I was going to say because of our fuel, but I guess if we've got our fuel figured out, not that bad of a problem. Let's go ahead and trim this thing. It ought to be good. I wrote down the distances. IOW is 50 nautical miles away. I'm kind of surprised we're not in range right now. And DSM will be 92 after that. Then we'll go, take us right to the airport. Then we're going to go 10 nautical miles past that, and then make a right turn back towards runway 5. So hopefully it all works out this time. The landing on the last one wasn't so great. I watched the replay. It looked like we just stalled it. With this aircraft, I did notice, with most aircraft, when you hit the edge of the runway, you basically cut the throttle and let it glide down. But I've noticed other people with this plane really fly it down to the runway, and then right as they're touching, they get off the throttle. That's what it seems to me. Because we did find it was just we floated a little long, and because I cut the engines, we kind of stalled and dropped, and that's what caused the hard landing for the damage. And guess what? I forgot my taxi light again. Unreal. I always got to forget something all of a sudden. All right, taxi lights on, landing lights all on. We don't have a strobe apparently, so no strobe will be used. Alright, runway 27 on a heading of 275. Come on, plane. You gotta get onto the runway, plane. Thank you. Seems like it's taking more thrust than it should to get on the freaking runway. Guess one good thing is it slows down pretty well when you're landing. Alright, what do you say we take off? Not lined up very well. Not sure. I don't think we have to hold in the brake, but I will. Alright, we'll go. But I think this is a longer runway. We only had 6,400 feet last time. This is, I think, a little closer to 9,000. Something like that. Alright. There's our 80 knots. There's 140. Come on, girl. Yeah, plenty of runway. Positive rate. Gear up. I'll get rid of one notch of flaps. Alright, 49 miles. It just came online. Man, why am I can't see Well, apparently I didn't knock that off. I thought I gotten that off. As we hear the nav again. Looks like we're right on it. With the heading as well. Alright, heading select. We'll engage. Let's get rid of our flaps. We need to pitch down a little bit. But you can see even at like 4,000 feet a minute, and we're still doing a pretty good rate of speed. Unreal. Heading select. I'm sorry, I think when you engage it actually clicks it off for a second. So now we're on it. Well, hell, let's just go up to 12,000. Now it sounds like the nav is more active than ever. Now that I thought I'd shut it off. No reason to go over all that high, you know? Such a short flight. Man, that's really annoying. Especially when you're trying to land. So I shut it off. Maybe if I do that. I don't know. Are you kidding me? Man, it seems like we're really moving too. We're already at 9,000 feet. I mean, I know we're... And you shut off all of them and nothing helps. I thought for sure this would knock it off. But no, I am wrong. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's really get this nose down. We're gonna level off at 12,000. I'll probably have to redo that. Well, she might bring her down to 12,000. You gotta stop like 100 feet before. Alright, let's get these lights off. Yeah, in the comments, if you can, how do I shut that nav off? I don't know how to do it. Alright, we need to pull back on the throttle, the thrust, or we will get an overspeed for sure. Let's see if she starts turning ever so slightly. She probably will. Sometimes it's hard to get it to go straight. She just wants to turn left, and it's like, oh, a little too much. Let's go right. Oh, a little too much. Go back left. Just keeps doing that. Hopefully, we'll be all right. Turn the gear off. Of course, when you get close, you need to go back to nav because when you get real close, it gets so sensitive. You don't want to want to go to the heading. Hopefully, this will be a short, easy flight. All right, we are at 12,000 feet. So it says 11, but I'm pretty sure we're at 12. I can't believe that stupid beeping sound. How did we not turn that off? Unbelievable. We probably could learn how to start this thing up manually. It'd be a little more fun. I do enjoy that. It's like you end up learning so many planes and I don't know how you remember them all. Like I did the 747 to that Mexico flight. I used to know how to do it real easy. It didn't take too much time to get reacquainted. Used to know the MD-11. I can probably do that again. That's a fun plane. I haven't flown that in forever. Kind of miss that plane. Like I said, this is the APU. Now, if you're in the passenger plane, it does show the seats. And what's kind of cool is you can do the window. You can literally look through the window. Kind of like I learned how to do the window views in that other plane, that Mexico City flight, but this one you don't even have to do that. It's like already there. Is there a bathroom in this one? Lavatory? I know there is in the other one. We should be flying the plane right now, I know. Hey, you think I could open that up? Probably shouldn't. Probably be a bad idea. Uh-oh. It would kind of suck if I couldn't get back in. There's an incident similar to that not too long ago, unfortunately. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Don't want to speak of it. The old 727. Alright, 15 miles out now. Turn off the shakes. Alright, so we're almost to IOW. Like I said, DSM is next at 117.5. That's going to be 92 nautical miles. I wasn't really planning on doing this whole thing like this. Talking, but I'll just go ahead and do it until we get to IOW. Then I'll stop talking and speed it up a little bit because we got 90 miles to there. The plains of the Midwest. Used to live out in Indiana. Very flat, just like this. Very flat. Just north of Terre Haute. Small, I'll tell you that. The towns are very small. Man, Nav, you are killing me. The Morse code. And I can't remember how to turn it off. I thought I did with that thing. Alright, we're going to manual for the heading. Click that. And then heading 266. 9 degrees to our left. That's one thing, you know, since it's not digital, you can't get a readout. That kind of sucks. You can use the compass, but that's not the easiest thing in the world, is it? It's not enough freaking notches. I like a close-up. Alright, 3 miles out. You can see it moves out as it gets real sensitive. 2 miles out. Get ready. One, let's see if it goes to 0, or we might already be there. Alright, it's off. 266. So that's 26 right there. It's about something like that. 117.5. We'll put that in. I don't know if it'll be able to pick it up. It's 90 miles. Yeah, 90 miles. There we go. Follow the heading for just a little bit before I can get that lined up a little better. Not that it matters. The next on the ILS will be 111.5. Alright, so we're 87 miles out. That's about good right there. Alright, so I will go ahead and speed this up, everybody, and I will be back in just a bit. Alright, everybody, I slowed her down because I want to start a descent. I know it's too soon, but I'm just really worried with this plane. So we're 44 miles out, a total of 54 miles before we would actually turn to the runway. So I want to be around, what, 3,500 feet, somewhere around there. Now see, it's descending real quick. Pull back on the throttles. Alert me around 4,000. Real primitive autopilot, obviously. Kind of like it though, kind of cool. It's actually, it seems like it's more primitive than the DC-9. I think the DC-9 was really similar to this. I can't remember if the DC-9 was more advanced or not. I hate this thing right here. You know what? The auto throttles doesn't bother me. I wish we had, it had controlled ascent and descent, vertical speed, I should say. But it doesn't. That's the thing I probably miss the most. Alright, 36 miles out. Don't know any of these places. The river, small river. Kind of like the glare on the windshields. Kind of like that. Kind of cool. Looks like it'd be a nice place for like boating, at least the big area. Although it looks like it would be smart if it was a dam, but it actually looks like it's like two separate bodies here. There's a little runway. let's get down and see if we can land on her. And let's not. 30 miles out. Kind of almost looks like a dam. Yes, Morse code. Thank you, Morse code. Yeah, so we descended way too soon. I knew we would, but I don't know. Let's stop at about 8. See if we can stop around 8,000 feet. Need to turn my landing lights on, but I don't want to mess with anything yet. Altitude hold, turn on the landing lights. She seems to stop pretty good around the top there, the thousands. A little more engine here. Yeah, it was kind of weird that the last video, when after we landed, the sounds went off, and I went and checked my configuration. It had changed itself to primary sound. I don't know why it did that. And it did it on its own. I didn't even hit a button. It was just all of a sudden. $25 miles now. Well, I think it sucks is the airport's on the right. It's easier for me, obviously, if it's on the left to see. Alright, get off that altitude hold. Head back down. I'd like to be around 4,000, 3,500, something like that, by the time we get to DSM. Then we go another 10 miles and out to the edge of the ILS approach. And we're 20 miles out. Sitting a little slow here. So I don't like it. I wish I could just set it, you know? Because it doesn't really like to stay either. It moves around and everything. Somehow we're actually slowing down even though we're descending, which kind of defies physics, I think. As she creeps back down, you know, I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's because I also advanced the throttles a little bit. I don't know. But below 10,000 feet, we need to be below 250 anyway. Come on, plane, descend, man. Maybe we're going to end up too high if we're not careful. That Morse code is just constant, isn't it? It seems like it's actually worse this flight. Watch our speeds climb up near 250, bring it back a little bit. As we cross 6,000 feet, or 7,000 feet, sorry. Speed is still creeping up. Bring it back a little bit more. Descend a little bit faster, please. It's gonna be hard to see the frickin' airport, man, from the right. Hell, that for all I know, that could be it. Get on down, plane. We need another 2,000 feet. Actually, probably 2,500 would be more like it. Just to be on the safe side. There's 2,000 feet. A minute. Kind of scan it on the horizon. It should be on our right. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this to heading. Alright, just crossed 5,000 feet. Just the altitude alert. Oh, black box. That must be it right there. Whoa, what was that? Okay, so as you can see, we're gonna go around it and landing on runway 5. So you can see it'd be like right here. It's probably our runway right here. I thought about landing here. The wind, you could land either here or here. It was basically a little more with the wind this way against the wind. That's what I'm trying to say. Either one really would have worked. Alright, stop our descent right there. Glad I checked that. Alright, the only problem is I'm gonna kind of confused on how to do 10 miles unless we can track this back. Sometimes it'll increase, but sometimes it doesn't. It just, like last time, we lost our connection, or whatever, signal, whatever you want to say. I would like to be 10 miles away from it. Throttles, baby, throttles. Alright. Go ahead and put a notch of flaps out. I'm going to leave this. Hopefully it'll get to 10. If not, maybe we'll count out like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I don't know how we'll do it, actually. Alright, there's 0. Hopefully she'll count the other way. That would be easiest for us. Come on. Although we are going slow. See, there's our runway there. So we're kind of even with it, actually. Yeah, there you can see the edge. About the 10 miles is when you see, if you have like FlightSim Commander, you'll see the ILS approach. I don't know what you call it, but that's where we're at. Actually, it's not just FlightSim Commander, but all of them. You know, the ILS. I don't know what you would call it. It's almost similar to an arrow. That's the while we're going 10 miles out. That was right where it is. One more notch of flaps. Increase the throttle just slightly since we're getting increased drag. One thing I forgot to do is define a hotkey for our speed brake. I don't have enough hands to fly and do it at the same time as we land. And it's not the automatic like we have when we arm it. The pressure of the gear lets it go, or whatever you want, however you want to say it. Alright, we're 5 miles past. 4 more to go. The Morse code, man. Sometimes I just... It's so constant I don't even hear it, but then now it's just... Then when I do, it really starts to piss me off. I can't believe we can't turn that off. I did not... It never did this when I was practicing. But now it does it. Unreal. Can I open the windows as we fly? Probably a bad idea. Doable, but a bad idea. Eight. Alright. Starting to get a little nervous now. Going a little fast. Alright, almost there. $111.5. It's kind of concerning how that thing did that. Because it really should be over here. I can lose this one. Let's see. I was hoping we could see the airport on the horizon. Oh. See, it's saying 13 miles away. I was saying we're getting closer. See, I'm getting kind of worried now that this thing isn't coming in, and I can't see the airport. Wrong one. What's our speed? One more notch of flaps. Just cannot see the airport. Is that? No, I don't see the light. See, our nav should be working. We're losing way too much speed. Sit up in the seat. It says we're 10 miles out. What the hell is going on? I'm concerned, that's for sure. More flaps. That's why I said we probably should use the other runway. We wouldn't have to go past it. It's over here. Alright. Roll back around. So we were too far to the left. I took that turn a little wide because I was afraid we might go too soon. I was dead wrong on that, that's for sure. See, the thing says we should be to the right, but I just don't trust it. Coming back around. Hopefully next time we'll be able to find the airport a little easier, huh? Trying to keep her level right on the glide slope. Looking for the airport. Don't see anything yet. Don't want to come around too sharp. Where are ye, airport? Need to get down. Another notch of flaps. Alright, it wants the gear as well, so we'll put the gear. It says I need to get right. Right and down. Is this it? That's gotta be it. Need to get down. A little worried about our speed though as well. Alright, we're at full flaps now. Coming up on the glide slope. Add a little throttle because we are slow. This has a really bad feeling to it. And you know what? I don't see the runway. That's gotta be it though. Kinda see the concrete or asphalt now. I hope that is not a narrow runway. Alright, coming up on the glide slope.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Give it just a little more thrust.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
We're not sinking,
Don't sink.
for the love of God.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
I could probably land better if I didn't have all this
Don't sink.
nonsense noise around me.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Morse code, for instance.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Alright. Sorry I'm being quiet, I'm just trying to concentrate.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Got off to the left there.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
We're gonna do it again. Alright, it says okay. I was holding my breath there when we hit. I was like, oh, please say it's okay. Shut up. Unreal. That Morse code crap. Kind of want to park there. Oh my god. Are you serious? Well, that's because we had two of them. Alright, let's see where they say we should park. Not that we're going to listen to them. Parking. I always switch between parking and gates. I just don't know. Taxi to fuel? That's not what I said. General aviation parking. They're telling... This is stupid. And that thing's got... This is just dumb. It's got me going back around here to the taxiway. Oh, I'm going to turn those on. Anyway. Going back over here, then who knows where it's going after that. I should just go over to these buildings. There'll probably be some parking over there. Thing is acting odd. Well, that would be where the gates are over to the right, but who cares, you know? I just want to park. All I want to do is park this plane. Yeah, this is where the gates are. Who cares? It's closer. Yeah. They're like, yeah, go over here. No. No, thank you. Just gonna go straight on ahead. Well, it wasn't the best approach. Still gotta work on that with the nav coming in like that. It's kind of odd. It's weird. I attempted it once. Worked just fine. And then the last two times the approach hasn't worked with the nav. Kind of odd. Oh, turned a little sharp there. I forget this is not as long a plane. Alright. We'll cut off our landing lights. That's all we really need to do with this plane, huh? So there's no strobe. Alright. Continue on. And it wasn't a very good landing. You know, one thing I kind of struggle with, this plane doesn't have the call-outs, so I can't really tell how close I'm. Like, I thought when we were coming down, I was like, man, we're going to hit. Are we going to hit? And I ended up actually trying to flare it a little too soon. Air hauler, there's an option to air hauler. You can have air hauler do the call-outs for any plane. I started to do that, and I was like, nah, that's kind of cheating in a way. Because this plane doesn't have that, so we shouldn't really use it. I don't know. It's just, I mean, if if you're a real pilot in the real plane, you can tell how far you are off the ground. But with this, I really struggle with the, I don't know if you'd call it depth perception necessarily, but, you know, I can't really tell how freaking far we are off the ground. I struggle with that. I struggle with that with a bunch of planes, but I don't know. We'll go to this one since there's no jetway, because we are a cargo plane, after all. It's probably pretty good right there. Alright, parking brake. Turn off the lights, those taxi lights, and we'll shut her down. Air hauler says that's good. Wait, is that... No. With them all up. Wonder how much... Actually, I want to do something real quick. Switch this over to APU. I kind of want to see how much fuel's in there. Will it tell me? Probably won't tell me, will it? I was hoping it would. Well, there went the volts. It just won't tell me the quantity. It was 10,000 here, 10,000 here. I kind of wondered what it was when we landed. Kind of surprised it won't show. Whatever. Turn it off. Alright, let's move on over to air hauler. Alright, the first delivery of 71,000 pounds is 100%. Fuel on board 16,000, so we only used less, like 4,000 or so. That's pretty good. And boom. Oh, alright. So what I need to do is finish that. And I might have someone fly me over there because I'm not going to be able to fly the rest of this tonight. I'll probably have to do this tomorrow. The final flight, which is fine because then the other one from Des Moines is like 60 some hours, so we got plenty of time. Come on, air hauler. There we go. Moline, where are you? Not that we need to see you. But yeah, we're in Des Moines. So I'll have, I think there's like Emma or somebody is like right over here. So I'll have her just fly it over there. And then I'll do the next one. Alright. Well, that's it for now. I don't know if this will be one episode or two. You'll know now that you're watching it, but because I don't know what's going to happen yet. I'll catch you on the next flight.